So we are going to start by heating our oil in our pan. We will then brown our stew meat. You will see some recipes that you do not have to brown it. That is a personal preference. I prefer to brown it. I don't believe it gives it the same texture, flavor, what have you. So I always brown my stew meat all the time. Kind of locks in that flavor. And once we get this browned, then we will add the rest of the ingredients. All right, we've got our meat browned, and what we are going to do now is go ahead and add our vegetable mixture, which today it is carrots, potatoes, celery, and onion. Then you're going to want to, the recipe, the original recipe that I'm following is from the Kerr recipe. Now, it has to cover it with water. I'm actually going to be using a combination of beef broth and water. I think it gives it way more flavor. All right, to this we are going to add a half a teaspoon of thyme, and this is my 1/4 teaspoon, so I'm adding 2. A 1/4 teaspoon of black ground pepper, whoops, and 3/4 a teaspoon of salt. So there's our half, there's our 3/4. Now what you're going to want to do is you are going to bring this to a boil. And then once it comes to a boil, at that point in time, you are going to ladle it into your sterilized jars. Now, I do want to note this recipe was the halved version of the recipe. My husband really loves beef stew, so I thought I would make him some of this. We'll try this out, see how he likes this recipe. Okay, so this came to a boil. I went ahead and turned it off, and we are going to go ahead and ladle this into our glass jars. All right, we have our jars filled. I am going to go ahead and wipe off the rim with some vinegar. Now, the half, bottom line is this actually, the half recipe made a little bit more than what the recipe said. Oh, that is no good. Let me get a new towel. Make sure you get this wiped off good so that your seal is good. All right. Now, overall, it smells good. I've never made this recipe, but obviously I will tweak it like I do every recipe. So we are going to go ahead and put our lids on. I am short a lid. Okay, now let's get these in the canner. Okay, these are a little hot, but my hands can take a lot. All right, so here's what it looks like before we're gonna cook it. All right. So this recipe is now going to process for an hour and 30 minutes. I did not go over the weighted gauge and the pressure and all that because I'm actually doing this on an electric canner. So I just need to press a couple buttons and it automatically regulates itself. But stay tuned because we've got yummy, yummy beef stew coming right behind us. So overall, not too bad for my first meat canning experience, if you want to call it. We only had spillage overflow from one, which these were wide mouth. This was not. I did leave extra headspace, so I'm not sure what happened there. I left more than an inch. But hey, yeah, overall, no big deal. I'll send this with my husband for his lunch tomorrow. And I think it turned out fairly well, guys, for my first time doing any type of meat, canning anything. So definitely, I will let you know how this recipe turns out. Thank you so much, Janet, for including me in this collaboration. I will put the link to the playlist below, and y'all don't forget to check out all the other great collaborators. And thank you so much. Do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated.